Oh see, I am officially 1 year sober. Yay! Thank you everyone. Love you all. I just got a DM from one of my followers and led to this post. Why are you catfishing as me? I don't even drink alcohol. To anyone who's reading this is an old pic from one of my Reddit posts. So yeah, the OP stole my pic and is pretending to be me for some reason. I'm quite surprised how my face always gets thousands of upvotes, but I honestly can't tell whether I should be flattered or horrified. It's such a weird one, probably not even someone who is actually sober, and for some reason that's something that people fake is like, oh look, I'm a sober person. It's like either you're not sober or you weren't even an addict, but using other people's posts, like women, it is true women tend to get more upvotes on Reddit. That's kind of how things work quite often is it's got a woman in it, it gets more upvotes. That's how it works outside of Reddit too. But come on, posting a picture of someone else and thinking that no one's gonna find out on the internet and then being like, it's me, you're gonna get caught. Special thanks to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel and supporting my content. How's it going everybody, and welcome back to another subreddit video. Today we are taking a look at r/quityourbullsh because it's been a little while since I looked at this subreddit. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a little while and I felt like returning. It's always a fun one to return to. It's always a bit funny watching people do dumb stuff and get called out for lying. So let's take a look, shall we? My favorite sign yesterday. We will adopt your baby. Thank you, Noelle. It's my wife and I. Where's your adopted children then? You do know there are millions and millions of children who need a good home. By this stance, you should have at least 5. It is not so easy for us because we are not American citizens. And besides, the adoption process is costly. If you want to help us achieve it, we are open to receive it with much love. 5 or whatever. Thanks. So, when you made a sign saying, we will adopt your baby, and got yourselves photographed grinning your heads off while holding it, you actually meant, we will not, in fact, adopt your baby. This is a common sentiment among pro-lifers is the whole, oh, we'll adopt it, put it up for adoption, just put it up for adoption. You can't look after it, have it, put it up for adoption. There are hundreds of thousands of children in the US alone that are waiting to be adopted. Why aren't you going out and adopting? If your whole stance is that people should just put their children up for adopt, and you're not adopting, or you're not trying to adopt, or you can't afford to adopt, maybe you should adjust your stance. Oh, it's expensive and costly and most people can't afford it. So why are you forcing people to have those babies then? Huh? If most people can't afford it, isn't that an issue? Perhaps? Maybe? It took 10,000 bees 25 years to make the honey you just wasted. It takes 550 bees to make about a pound of honey in 2 to 3 weeks. Where'd you get those numbers from? I made them up for dramatic effect. But you know what? I respect them owning up to it straight away. They didn't try and play this out like they're correct or be like, what? I read it somewhere. They were just like, yeah, no, I made it up for the effect. And I respect them owning up to it, quite frankly. Again, who? Blood thinks he is some hot after saving some shots against bum-ass MLS teams. Blood. Mate, you're from Connecticut. I'm literally from London. The fact that you deleted your post in r/Connecticut and edited your comment to remove the part where you said you live in America to sound English may just be peak r/soccer. But British people call it football, though. We don't call it soccer. Is there just no subreddit for football that isn't American football? It has to be called soccer? I'm not surprised. Americans ruin everything. But, so I'm British. That might be a surprise. It shouldn't be. I'm British. English specifically also shouldn't be a surprise. I don't have an Irish, Welsh, or Scottish accent. I'm very English. I have never once seen in my life before this point an actual British person use the word blood online ever before this point. Literally never. And the first time I've ever seen someone go blood online in text form was an American. And I just think that that's amazing. Critical, professionalism, quality. Disgusting, filthy place that is never cleaned with rude, uneducated staff. Give this place a big miss. Hi David, I'm curious as to how you came about your review, as our venues have been closed for over 9 months for COVID-19. This has happened a lot in the last couple of years. This has come up in this subreddit specifically a lot since lockdown, is people going, oh, this place sucks, don't go there, and they're like, we've been closed. When did you come here? I just don't get what people get out of this. Why do people do it? You gain nothing from making fake reviews, just slating places you've never been to. Terrible service. Came to this spot with a few college friends and they turned down our real IDs, then threatened to take them. I do not recommend dining/drinking at this place. Hi, I'm the owner and was there to witness this interaction with my servers. When you attempted to order drinks, we determined the IDs were not real based on our team training and our knowledge on how to identify IDs. In addition, to validate our assumptions, we asked why you were dressed up in prom attire during prom season. You responded with going to a formal. We asked where, as all local college formals happened in March and April, and you responded with, you know, a formal. We are more than happy to serve all patrons 21 plus because, you know, laws. Also, when you choose to leave bad reviews after coming to small businesses and trying to drink illegally, maybe hide your social media. Hope your varsity soccer season at this high school went well for you. Called out. Absolutely called out. I can't imagine trying to use a fake ID somewhere. End of sentence. But I can't imagine trying to use a fake ID somewhere and then when they call you out on your fake ID, leaving a bad review as if you didn't try and do something illegal? Baffling to me. Social media should have you link your social security number to an account. Lots of scams, hatred, CP, abuse and harassment happen on social media without any consequences. People say/do anything without consequences cause social media profiles are anonymous. Oh, because social media consequences are anonymous is what that. Okay. If different countries require you to attach your SSN or other government documents to open a social media so that you're not anonymous, a lot of such things will reduce significantly. One downside would be leaking of data, which includes your SSN. If there's a way to avoid it, then I think social media platforms should require you to input your official details to avoid the anonymity factor. That's an interesting one, but is diving real deep into surveillance states, which most people don't want, and yet leaks will always happen. Data leaks happen to even the biggest social media platforms. So, suggesting to remove anonymity factor on Reddit, not a good idea to pitch here. Did you forget to change your account, OP? They posted a statement, and then just criticized it with their own account. Like, I'm guessing the goal here was, one, to post an unpopular opinion to get karma, and then to criticize the unpopular opinion and to hopefully get karma on a separate account. Were they trying to remove karma from one and gain it on the other? I don't know. I don't know, but they got called out for it. 15 months, finally! And it was reverse image searched. I don't understand how in this day and age, how we can be in 2022 and people still don't realize that reverse image searching exists, that your fake art and stealing of art can be reverse image searched. How is it that they haven't figured this out? How is it people still try? I have a Discord server, link in the description down below, by the way, and if you post stolen art in my Discord server, you'll be banned flat out. No second chances. Just straight up, we reverse image search art, and if you found to be stolen, you're gone. No second chances. And I just don't understand how people keep trying. People work so hard on their art for you to steal it and think that no one can just search for the art. And again, here's some artwork that was posted of some butterflies. I'm guessing they were living butterflies that were framed. It's a thing that people do. And someone responded with, this is my photo. I posted it on my Instagram last year. Please don't steal my photo. I worked hard on my artwork. Exactly. They worked hard. They put work into their artwork just for some random person to put it on Reddit for karma, as though no one's gonna find it and go, this wasn't you. But ultimately, even with the artist saying, this is actually my artwork and you've stolen it, they've still got over 250 upvotes, 283 upvotes. It's way too easy. Birth rates drop worldwide following mass COVID-19 vaccinations in 2021. Your title says worldwide, but your graph says Germany. It's also falsified data, as Germany's birth rate is declining at the same rate it has been over the last 3 years, 0.9% per year. Anti-vaxxers be anti-vaxxing her. But like, right, I'm gonna put this out here. Let's just pretend for a second that the graph isn't falsified data and that there was actually a big birth rate drop. Have you maybe considered that it isn't because of vaccines and is instead because there's a global pandemic and a recession, and that it might not be the time to have children? People might be going, hey, the world's falling apart, global warming's destroying the planet, there's a recession, there's a pandemic killing millions of people, I'm gonna maybe wait to bring a child into this world. Have you considered maybe that's what happened? Correlation does not equal causation. Just saying. There's loads of graphs proving that correlation does not equal causation. But also, there's not even any correlation because the data is fake. My cousin owns a gun range business with 88 in the name, and he was called out by a radical left-wing university professor for being a Nazi symbol in an article she wrote. All presumptions. He's also a police officer, and the local police code for all clear is Signal 88. He had a security company called Signal 88 as well, which surprisingly wasn't ever mentioned. So yeah, it can mean a lot of things. Oh, f*** off. Haha, holy shit. Yeah, that's intentional. He's 100% signaling the neo-Nazi crowd. No one's ever accidentally littered their company logo, company name, Instagram page, and their dog's name with that many Nazi symbols. That's an insane read. Willing to bet the professor isn't as radical left-wing as they say. 88 is an extremely well-known white power / neo-Nazi symbol. This isn't that stupid okay hand symbol stuff that came up in the last few years. This is that neo-Nazis have gotten tattoos of for decades. It's well known to the point that your anecdote should more make you question why the local police chose to use 88 as their code for all clear, more than it should make you feel that your cousin is off the hook for using it. And just an additional from the person that posted this to quit your BS, because I felt like we needed a little bit more context. They said, I don't know if I'm allowed to link the article, but for reference, the article called out the fact that the business had 88 in the name, a red right-facing eagle logo, like a Adler, I don't know how to pronounce that, apologies if I said that wrong, 1488 as a supposed elevation on a topo map on the wall, which is well known to stand for the 14 words of racist creed and Heil Hitler, and should have been between 15 and 1520 if accurate. The owner named his dog a Pinscher Panzer, like the German tank. The owner featured a coffee with SS in giant letters on its label on his Instagram. But no, totally an honest mistake having to do with the local cops, all clear code, and the professor is a radical left loon. Edit. Oh, almost forgot. The article also showed how when his previous company was featured on a prepper site show, a bunch of people commented expressing concern about the connotations of the name. So, not like he can claim ignorance there either. The gall of the person posting the original thing that's like, my cousin's been wrongly called out for all of his Nazism. He's not a Nazi. He just uses like half a dozen Nazi signals. It's just a coincidence that he uses all of the things the Nazis used. Oh, that's so dumb. That's so incredibly dumb. People on Reddit are just funkin' stupid, my dude. Do not take it to heart. I just got banned from Unresolved Mysteries because my comments were popular and the mod got resentful. Can you imagine how much of a loser one can be to do such a thing? I just laughed this prick off and moved along. You got banned because you wish death to people who downvoted you. Don't be a little liar, my dear. The actual comment was deleted, but you can easily search for it in OP's comment history. Here's a quote from it. Link. People who are downvoting me are disgusting and don't deserve to even live. What a sorry person. Yeah, they were just resentful because I was getting upvoted and unpopular. In reality, if you downvote me, you should die. Yes, you sound so popular, dude. So popular that you're just wishing death on the fact that you're not popular. Remember, everything on the internet lives on the internet forever. No matter what you said, people can always find it. The way that women treat short men is horrible. I personally am an average sized girl, but I really feel for my short kings out there. A guy could be extremely handsome and have a great personality, but most women wouldn't give him the time of day just because he's short. These women could be obese, ugly, fat, have a horrible personality, and would still reject a short guy. It must be so depressing to be a short guy nowadays. All these TikTok girls saying they only want tall men, fucking bullshit. I fucking hate male beauty standards. I can't control my height. I am more than just my height. We have great personalities to make up for our heights. One day, we're going to snap. Looks like you forgot you were pretending to be a woman for the bit in caps, and the rest of your posts say you're 13 male. I just love the 2/3 of the way through, forgets that they're pretending to be a woman, suddenly starts writing in first person. It's so poorly executed. It's so poorly executed. And yeah, they also apparently in previous posts have said that they're a 13-year-old boy, so good job, good attempt. Congratulations. That's where I'm going to end the video, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed. If you want to support me in making more content like this, then I have a Patreon in the description down below, or equally you can click that join button on my channel to support me. It helps a lot more than you might realize, but by no means should you feel like you have to. I forgot to open up my drive. Special thank you to Nix, Holly Miller, Kaorianne Mori, Chase Howard, Karen Duca, Top Shelf, L, Rennie, Dev, Thomas Penny, Emily Potter, Greyhound, Maxine Langkauer, Gravity Gaia, Kelly Bock, Lucky Socks, Carolyn, The Angry Potato, Sven Arctic Fox, Outcast Jupiter, Abel Eros Winchester, Ghost Orchid, Charlie the Mad 256, Kate Cat, The Wings of Ruin, Conspiracy Cake, Two Lakes in a Valley, Ica Limchok, An Agent, Galaxy, Ronnie, Tam, Bug, Toxie Rain, Salted Denim, Poet Blanderson, and Danielle Thomas for supporting the channel and supporting my content. Thank you so much, guys, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Peace out.